Elisabetta Di Nardo has spent almost 2 years trying to get ANZ to admit to irresponsible lending. The single mum refinanced her home loan in 2017 and says she was offered extra money she didn't ask for.
That was the offer that I received, and I just basically signed it. That amount tipped me over the edge because it's an extra, $100,000 that I didn't necessarily need to have as a debt.
When seeking help to meet her repayments in 2021, she found her home loan was based on grossly exaggerated information about ANZ's own valuation of her home, her super balance and her income, which the bank had at $120,000 a year.
I never earned that kind of money in my life. I wish I did, so yeah. Not my tax returns.
Elisabetta applied for the loan through an online broker. The broker denies he inflated the figures. Ms. Di Nardo maintains she didn't provide the information.
They just said, well, these were the documents that were given to us, your broker gave them to us, we're good with them. We have no reason to believe these were not yours.
A survey suggests more than a third of home loan applications contain false information. Borrowers who used mortgage brokers were more likely to submit inaccurate applications than those who applied directly through a bank. But more than half of respondents who took out a mortgage with ANZ in the 6 months prior to the survey said they'd made incorrect statements on their application. And most of those claim they did so on the advice of the banker.
Your client isn't actually becoming a mortgage prisoner to their existing lender.
The Finance Brokers Association says lending standards have improved since the Banking Royal Commission exposed widespread mortgage fraud.
There are people from time to time who do the wrong thing, and our mission together with our regulators to make sure we find them and boot them out of the industry so it doesn't happen, because it's unacceptable in any shape or form.
The Independent Finance Association believes banks are still letting unverified loans slip through.
We've heard this all before, haven't we? It was nothing to see here, move along, and yet we still get the same complaints, the same problems arising.
Daniel Bramall says rising interest rates will hit loan books.
It's an enormous risk, and we haven't seen the top of the interest rate curve yet either. And so loan books are going to have their difficulties. Consumers are going to find mortgage distress.
In the last year, ANZ has been caught out for failing to do proper home loan verification checks and fined $10 million for giving kickbacks to cleaners and real estate agents. The ANZ says the quality of its applications now is as good, if not better, than its peers. The Australian Banking Association says better access to income data from the tax office would help banks verify information. While ANZ has not admitted any fault, it's proposed crediting Elisabetta's account with more than $28,000 for interest on the additional money she was loaned. It also said it'll restore her credit history and pay her $2,500 in compensation. She's rejected the offer.
I believe that we have to have a voice when something is not right. To them, it's nothing, it's just business. To me, it's my home, it's my livelihood, it's the only thing that I have, and it's my kids' future.
Elisabetta's taking her fight with ANZ to the Financial Complaints Authority.